a window to get ready to spray a house, and we're going to be masking that window with a 3M hand masker and 3M masking film. And to complete this task, you're going to need a 3M hand masker. You're going to need, we actually use 1-inch 2020 tape, and we use 72-inch masking film from 3M. And that masking film comes in a roll just like this. This is 72-inch masking film, and the 3M hand masker comes with, to actually use the masking film, you actually need to use not the paper blade, but the sharp plastic blade. And to start off, we typically, when we buy these maskers, or we actually get them free in the boxes of masking film, it comes with this protector on it, and it keeps you from getting cut. We typically always rip that protector off because it's a little bit harder to cut our masking, and we can go a lot faster without that protector on. And then you're going to get your hand masker loaded up, and if you don't know how to load up your hand masker, I got a video to show you how to go about doing that. And then we also, that some of the hand maskers come with this wire. This is kind of a ladder hook, and we actually use them to keep them in our back pocket, so we can have paper maskers and plastic maskers. And this brand new masker didn't come with one, so it doesn't have the hooks, but I got one right here that has a hook in my back pocket. We're going to go about showing you how to mask this window. Got my masker loaded up, got an extra roll of 3M 1-inch 2020 tape. We'll show you how we go about, we got this masking this window. We got the window right here. Gonna get one corner started off at the top. And you want to get your tape set right to the very end, only about 1/8 of an inch from the end of the vinyl on the window. Get a nice straight line at the top. Get a nice straight line, and you're going to pull your masking to right to another 1/8 of an inch to the other side of the window. And then you're going to cut your masking. And now your plastic's set at the top of the window. Now you're going to pull it down. And we'll begin masking the sides of the windows now. And I typically go down about 3/4 of the way down the window, and I'm going to pull it and tack it onto the window. And I like to tack it on the sides about 3/4 of the way down in case it's windy, so the plastic doesn't blow around. Now I'm going to take my tape and begin running edges. Now I'm going to make sure that my masking, the plastic is actually attached to the tape. And if it's not attached to the tape in some areas, or there's some holes, missing spots, you can just fill them in. Or if you cut your masking a little bit too short, just add another row of tape. And then on the bottom, I'm going to take and tuck the extra extra plastic up. So you fold it up and then tack the bottom down and mask the bottom. Check your corners, make sure there's no leaks, any holes in the plastic where paint can get through from your sprayer. Make sure it's secure all the way around. And that's how you go about masking a window to get ready to spray the body of the house. Here's a little closer view of how to mask this window. Got a blank window right here, and got our masker set up with our 72-inch masking film. Gonna reach up. It takes a little practice getting this side to the right length, but you'll want to pull it. Just take a look at it, measure it, see where it's going to fall. Get it right where you want it, tear it. And then if it's a little bit too long, all you got to do is fold the tape over and tack it down. And now your plastic is mounted to the top of the window and it's ready to be pulled down. This is what the masking looks like at the top, a close-up view. It's ready to be pulled down and tacked down on the sides. I've got my extra roll of tape in my hand. To keep it free from your hands, you can just keep it in your mouth. That's typically how I keep it. You're gonna pull your masking down or your plastic down. And we only keep one length of plastic in our vehicles. We use the 72-inch. If it's too long, we just fold it under. And some people trim it with a knife, but we just fold it under so we don't have pieces of plastic blowing around in the wind. And once I get it set, pulled down to where I want it to, I just tack the sides about 3/4 of the way down. Just like that, and I'll begin masking the sides. We got the window, the plastic up top, and it's actually just tacked with some pieces of tape 3/4 of the way down. And then my plastic just extends to the bottom of the window, and we'll begin adding the tape to the sides. While you're learning how to mask, you could actually use 1.5-inch tape if you're pulling your plastic too short and it doesn't reach your tape. It's a little bit easier when you're learning to use 1.5-inch tape, but 1.5-inch tape is quite a bit more expensive, and we try to keep our costs down. We've been masking for a long time, and 1 inch just works just fine for us. Sometimes the plastic has the edge isn't cut straight, and there will be spots where there's exposed vinyl or exposed windows. Just run another run of 1-inch tape to cover those holes if that happens, or using the 1.5-inch tape covers that problem too. Windows masked with 3M 72-inch film and 3M 2020 1-inch tape all the way around, and we can spray, and then it actually pulls off easily when we're done. Spraying, masking just comes off easily. Just like that when you're done spraying, and it's all done. And we like using 3M 2020 tape because it has high adhesion, but it releases easy. If you use that type of tape, you definitely don't want to leave it set overnight on your exterior project, because it will stick and bond to your windows or whatever you're using extremely fast. And it's only a professional painter's tape that's meant to be applied and pulled off same day. Here's a look at our masking film we use. It's 3M Hand Masker Advanced Masking Film, and it's flake resistant, 72-inch film.